Okay, were you nervous the day of the auditions?
I was for a little while. I was pretty much running on adrenaline that day because I was so excited and a little bit nervous, and I had gotten about 4 hours of sleep the night before since I had a semester project due that day. So, oh, and actually I skipped my last class to go down to the drill field and practice to kind of calm my nerves a little bit. But by the time the audition actually started, I remember the conducting was the first part, and I got up on the podium, and all of my nerves really just went away, I think, because I was prepared and I just knew what I had to do, and I kind of went into game mode and automatic pilot, and it ended up going really well.
So, were you confident in your audition that you thought you got it, you nailed it?
I knew going out of my audition that, I mean, if I didn't get it, I knew I couldn't have done anything any better than I did. But I did feel pretty confident. It wasn't really until that day, until after the auditions, when I was like, I think I actually did pretty well. I mean, there were a bunch of really strong candidates, and
did you watch a tape of your audition?
I did.
Were you happy with it?
Yeah, to an extent. I mean, there's always room to improve, and I'm very critical of myself.
Sure.
So, but I showed it to my family, and they just thought it was the coolest thing ever. So, I guess it's
the
all
last question:
perspective.
you were waiting. The audition was over. Everybody's finally finished. What order were you? Were you first or last or in the middle?
I was the middle.
In the middle.
They called
okay.
men first.
So then you had to wait while everybody else auditions, and then you had to wait for the band staff to debate and discuss and announce their decision.
Yeah.
And then finally, Jay makes the announcement. What was that moment like?
Well, I had figured Min would get it again just because he was last year, and he was especially really helpful to Jim and I and the other candidates, learning the whole audition process and the strut and conducting. And then my name was next, and I don't know, I just remember smiling really big. I made eye contact with Mitch because he'd also helped me a lot, and he was really excited for me. And then, of course, all the trumpets run over to me, and all my brothers from Kappa Kappa Psi were hugging me, and
Cool.
the thing that stood out actually the most is some of the other candidates, just genuine excitement that I still got the position. They were still really excited for me, and that really means a lot when your competitors can give you that kind of a compliment.
So that's really a big moment in your years here at Purdue to have those accolades and to achieve that.
Yeah.
And so now you've done 2 games because you went to Notre Dame.
Yes.
And you're looking forward to the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, even just after the first game, through the only quarter that I did the second quarter. And just after that, you already feel more comfortable by the end. The Notre Dame game yesterday was a little bit different of a dynamic because we were actually losing for most of the game instead of blowing out the other team. So that'll also be a learning process as the season goes